Hello, everybody. It is Yami Fujita, and once again we are back with Danganronpa 2 and Goodbye Despair. The reason why there was no stream last night is because, as I tweeted, last night was finally the night. The damaged outlet that's right next to my desk has finally been replaced. For years, anything that you tried to plug into this outlet would just fall right back out. The outlet was damaged. The top one was. The bottom one was fine, but the top one, you couldn't plug anything into it. So, for the longest time, for about the entirety of my career, I was just putting something there to hold extenders in place so that they wouldn't fall out the outlet. Oh well, that is no more. The outlet has finally been replaced. It has been pushed off for way too long. I bought this outlet in October, and it's been sitting in my room, waiting to be installed since then. It was finally done last night, with the help of people at my house. I put that off way too long. But in the last stream of this game, we finished the first class trial and discovered that, first of all, everything about this game in terms of the class trials is more complicated than the first game. It is more complicated. Now, and for the Hangman's Gambit, you have to fuse letters together and then put it into the boxes instead of just clicking on them one time or shooting at them multiple times. You gotta fuse them together first and then shoot them. Now they introduced a new game, this battle game where you have to slice at what other arguments that people are trying to make. But the problem with that game is that I can't read what they're even saying, so I have no idea what's even being said. So they did not do a good job with that game. I can't even read what's being said because my focus is on slicing at their points and then shooting at the last point, the most important point. Um, they added a new mechanic where during the make your argument game, people make statements that are actually true statements, but you have to shoot at those as well. They're highlighted in blue. That's all right. But what disappoints me the most about the difficulty of the class trials was the closing argument part, the last part. Because now, instead of in the first game where you put all the pictures where you believe they go, and then afterwards decide see whether you did it right. Instead, now, the minute you put a picture in the wrong spot, you lose health, and that part is not really what's bad. It's the fact that you get a random selection of pictures, and you have to go throughout the entire um the entire storyline of what happened and determine based on hints where each picture goes. That's the part to me that I really think they butchered this part. Of the fact that you don't get all of the pictures at once like you did in the first game, the fact that you don't get every single picture at once and just figure out where each one goes, the fact that they give every player a random selection of pictures and it's like in multiple sets. If they don't give it to you all at once, it's in multiple randomly selected sets. Everybody gets a different selection. So it's hard to even look up answers, but that's what I found myself doing, and just trying to look up the answers, which it's not a it's not a good thing that I'm doing that because I'm not helping myself to understand why everything goes where it goes. I'm just looking up answers. But I seriously was trying to, based on the hints, the hints are also not very good hints for a lot of them. The hints were not very good ones. but yeah, for the in terms of the pictures, it's kind of hard to figure out where. Like even in the first game, I was looking at the answers too, because regardless, based on the pictures, a lot of them, it's hard to know where they're supposed to be put in the timeline of everything, just based off a picture, because you can very easily get one picture confused with a different one. So a lot of the mechanics that they put in this game, like so far, I do think the first game is the better game. The one thing that I do like better about this game is the music. The music in this game is far better than the music in the first game. They're reusing tracks from the first game, but I'm talking about the original songs, the original tracks for this game, much better than the first game to me. But that's about it. In terms of the characters, I like the characters in the first game more. Even though the person you see on the screen, just barely, Chiaki, I definitely, relate with her the most out of everybody. But, my first impression of a lot of the characters in the first game was not good either. But this game really takes the cake for that. My first impression of a number of characters, especially the men, or the boys, the teenagers, is not good at all. Like it's mostly the boys. First of all, I was really upset to see Byakuya back in this game and wondering what on earth happened to him, that he completely let himself go and gained all that weight. But then he started to turn a leaf. He started to be just a little bit more respectable. But yeah, but Kaz at first I thought was chill, but then he started kind of saying certain things that were, you know, a bit rude. Or at least they came off as a bit rude. He started acting kind of weird a little bit. But he's still my favorite of all the boy characters. Hajime is definitely more blunt than Makoto was. Like, Hajime, the protagonist of this game, he is definitely more blunt than Makoto was. And I was not expecting his voice to sound the way it does, based on just how he looks. I was not expecting his voice to sound the way it does. Very high pitched. But anyway, yeah, he's definitely more blunt than Makoto. He's less afraid. So that's cool. Um, so who else do I want to talk about? Gundam is insufferable. Like, Gundam is not even on this planet. Like, but this dude talks in parables. I have no idea what he is talking about. Every time he speaks, like he talks like he's in a comic book. Like he talks like the supervillain. It's like he does not exist. He is worse than Hito and Hifumi put together. Um, and then lastly, the person who ended up being the killer. So, once again, everybody that I suspected was innocent. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry, before I talk about him, Nagito is also insufferable. Nobody likes him. Like, nobody in this game likes him. Like, he is insufferable. Like, just, listening to this guy talk, it gets on everybody's nerves. It's like, he is too, optimistic at times, and then he gets pessimistic at times. And then this whole idea of, wanting hope to win, but then doing all the crap that he's doing, villains love to do that. They love to behave in a way that completely contradicts their point. So, Nagito had been caught trying to plot the murder, and it just makes me immediately assume that he's going to survive. He's not going to die in this game. And he's also not going to kill anybody in this game. And there are going to be multiple times where People think that he is the killer because of things that he keeps doing. This is a prediction. I am predicting that Nagito will most likely survive the entire game. Byakuya survived the entirety of the first game, and he ends up being the first one killed in this one. But now let's talk about who I was going to talk about. The person who surprisingly ended up being the killer. This is why I titled the title the way I did. First of all, because I couldn't title it the way I wanted to, because Twitch has guidelines that prevent you from putting certain words in your title. The name of the stream was actually going to be For a Pervert, You're Very Clever. Because Teru Teru ended up being guilty of murder. And Teru Teru is another one that I really did not like. Like, this guy is a complete creep. But you see a lot of anime characters like him. But yeah, he is an absolute creep. He says the most utterly disrespectful things to women, to the girls in this game. And when I say disrespectful, I don't mean mean. I mean disrespectful as in ignorant. Like, very perverted and disgusting comments he makes them towards these girls. So, he has clearly no respect for girls. But what was utterly hilarious was the fact that now I have the Japanese audio in, so I didn't get to really hear it, but you can read it in the subtitles. Everybody who ends up getting caught ends up tweaking out. Like they start snapping. So Teru Teru starts tweaking out and starts talking with a completely southern drawl. And to the point where Hiyoko's just like, I'm sorry, where do you come from again? Like, I don't even understand the word you're saying anymore. And by the way, Hiyoko, the way her personality is, I really will be surprised if she is not one of the people who commits a murder. Like, she strongly resembles Junko to me. Just the way Junko tweaked out at the end of the game. And end of the first game. But anyway. Yeah, Teru Teru, on top of being a complete pervert, you are now also a murderer. But it was revealed that he was actually aiming for Nagito. The plan was to follow through with Nagito's plan of rigging a power surge and then having Teru Teru sneak from the kitchen to the storage room, then to underground. There was an underground shaft in the storage room. So the plan, as we saw in the closing argument, was, and by the way, I'm going to be streaming for a long time because I need to because to make up for not streaming for a lot of days this week. I plan to stream for a while. But anyway. And this plan was an incredibly well thought out plan. There was a lot of things that happened in this trial that I was not picking up on. When Hazume tried to catch Teru Teru on the fact that he was not actually in the dining hall, as he implied that he was. I tried to make it seem like he was. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. But Teru Teru's entire plan was to cook all the food for the party, including one dish being this huge piece of meat. I'm not sure what the actual name of that dish was, but it was this huge piece of meat. While he was preparing the food, Nagito was rigging up the power surge, hooking up multiple irons, setting the timers on the air conditioners to trigger them on at the same time, and then also to hide a knife underneath of a table. specifically underneath a table that had a lamp on it. And then, when the power surge happens, follow the power cord of the lamp to the table and retrieve the knife to commit the murder. He had painted the knife with glow paint so that he could see where it was. But what the plan was for Teru Teru was to also wait for the power surge and to hide what was actually the murder weapon inside that giant piece of meat. There was a skewer missing. He hid that skewer inside that meat. The barrel of the skewer was shaped like a chicken bone, so it was very well hidden. So he hid that weapon until the power surge happened. When the power surge happened, he retrieved that skewer. He took the portable burner, that portable burner, because this is the part that I was getting stumped with. When Hajime said that this was what he used as the light source, I was like, how? I'm thinking when he said portable stove that he meant like this big thing that he had to wheel out of the kitchen, and he probably used the oven light. But no, this was just a small portable burner, like a small electric burner. Or maybe it wasn't even, no, I think it was gas. It wasn't even electric. It was a small portable gas burner. Hajime was saying multiple times that was the light source, and I did not understand what he was talking about. And then finally, during the closing argument, I saw what it was. Like, clear as day, the burner was the light source. He ignited the burner and used the flame as his light source to traverse through the darkness. This is what I'm saying when I'm saying that he was very clever. So he used that burner as his light source, and then he closed the fire door. The fire door was two big beige double doors. He closed those doors so that the light from his burner did not shine through into the dining hall. The storage room was past the fire doors, so he needed to close them so that they wouldn't see his light from the dining hall. He then went into the storage room and then went underground, beneath the floorboards, and used the gaps of the floorboards to his advantage. He walked directly to the spot where the glow paint was at, and he waited for Nagito. This is when everything became a screw-up for his plan. His plan was to wait at that spot where the glow paint was at, and wait for Nagito to attempt to retrieve the knife. However, Nagito was stopped from retrieving the knife by Byakuya, and Byakuya shoved him out of the way of the knife. So instead, Byakuya is the one who took the knife. The knife moving was Teru's cue to commit the murder. They were saying that he was waiting for that light, that glow paint light, to move. Because that means that the person took the knife and that was his cue to strike. But it was Byakuya who had the knife. And Teru proceeded to stab Byakuya more than 10 times. But again, he was aiming for Nagito, and clearly having caught Nagito planning the murder, he acted completely out of fear. He wanted to make absolutely darn sure, that Nagito was dead. So he thrusted more than 10 times. But it was Byakuya that he was stabbing up. So he killed somebody that he did not intend to kill. But regardless, he planned to kill somebody. he planned to kill Nagito. So this is what I'm saying. Like these murderers in Danganronpa, they are incredibly clever, and they're scarily clever. Like the plot that they come up with to commit their crime is so unbelievably clever. Now, dating back to the first game, well, Leon's method was not entirely clever, but it was because he used the skill to his advantage. You know, hucking a crystal ball at a power switch of the incinerator to burn clothing that had blood on it. But he was caught red-handed. Mondo, having committed the murder in a boys' locker room, moving the body to the girls' locker room to make it seem like a girl did it. Celeste was the biggest mastermind of them all, other than Junko. Celeste, because she got 2 people involved and killed. Lying to everybody about a made-up robot that was chasing around people and knocking them out, and proceeding to kill somebody and basically get 2 people killed behind everybody's back, because she had Hifumi kill Taka, and then she killed Hifumi. But she was eventually caught. Junko, she rigged up that scheme from the very beginning, having her and Mukuro completely swap personas. And by the way, sorry for spoiling it for anybody who has never played the first game. Completely swapping personas. So now Mukuro is dressed up as Junko, and Junko is just hiding somewhere. So when we saw Junko die, that was not Junko, that was Mukuro. Which is why when they go through that whole investigation, they came to the realization that neither the burns, the knife, or the arrows were the murder weapons. None of that stuff was the murder weapons. She had already been long dead before any of that happened. And then you got this game. Teru completely... You know, well, he had the help of Nagito, but still. Teru completely... using his skills of cooking and just his awareness of the building to his advantage. It was all incredibly clever, but now let's go back, because I've talked for long enough. So, somebody said something, and now Chiaki is arguing against it. It's what I said. Okay, hang on, I gotta fix this already. So, Hajime said Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife, and then in place of Nagito got killed, is what he was going to say. But then Chiaki says, no, I don't think that's it. Huh? Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito. No, wait a minute. No, what did you say? Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry. As long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim. I will guide you all. That much I promise. Could it be? In order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. He had to have. And that someone was aiming for Nagito. So he knew all along that Nagito was being targeted. He did not suspect Nagito of being a killer, but he suspected somebody of trying to kill Nagito. Because he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that's another thing that Teru tried to do to be slick. He tried to yell up from underneath the floor into the dining hall to make people think that he was in the dining hall. Which is why Hajime caught him. He told him, if you were in the dining hall, then how did Mikan end up in the position that she was in when she fell? What happened to her? You should be able to recall everything that happened if you were in that dining hall. He couldn't answer. So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito? Even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet, I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair. Could it be? You knew Byakuya would protect you? So you set him up to fail? Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding. But I never expected it would turn out like this. Never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru. Why? Why? Well, because Teru decided to commit his crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru. Oh, what do you mean confirm? Just stop it already! Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right? But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island. And those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru? He's not even gonna talk anymore. He's just... In the end, my help just wasn't enough. And this turned out to be a bad ending for Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain. You'll become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else so their hopes can grow even more powerful. Sacrifice? Yeah, you're about to be executed. Seriously, stop it already! I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you. Hey, is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this? Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off? Yeah, kill? Kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito, it's Teru. You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits him. Hold on. That was... How should I put it? An accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. You can't call that self-defense. You stabbed this person... Whether it was Byakuya or Nagito, you intended to stab them more than 10 times. You intended to spill a bunch of blood to make sure they were dead. Anyway, I feel it's possible if it's not my fault. It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. Yeah, thank you. If you kill someone, that's murder. But isn't there anything like sympathy, judgments, and extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation? Probation? I don't accept any of those claims. That's not... Hey, save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so... Be honest. After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right? You're wrong, There's no way a person who had no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito, and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end. Teru? If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru. I just wanted to go home. I needed to go back home no matter what. Because here we go. Because she's waiting for me. How many times have we heard this line? Mama's waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope's Peak Academy and come home.
じゃあ行ってくるね。次に戻ってくるときは青山支店と麻布支店の話も一緒だと思うよ。
またそんなことばかり言ってるよ。
冗談なんかじゃないって。だって卒業したら成功を約束される学校なんだよ。だからさ、一人で大変だろうけど、それまで待っててね。
ああ、そうだね。じゃあそれまでは花村食堂を潰さないように頑張らないとね。
だから頑張らなくていいって。一人の時にまた倒れたりしたらどうすんのさ。
Again? Collapse again?
大丈夫だよ。母ちゃんは強いんだ。病気なんかには負けないって。
Illness, so she's sick?
そんなの分かってるよ。そんなのは分かってるよ。
Now, I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamoto diner. Mama's waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me. That's why I need to go home! But if we were told our memories were stolen, and that several years have passed since our first day, then what happened to the Hanamuda diner? What happened to my mom, who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said. You were saying all along it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why? I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie. That's why I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it. If only I knew how he felt, something like this would never have happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why. That's why. So, you wanted the first kill. I'm sorry, you guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see. I think I'm the one who went crazy. I see, interesting. But, as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring. What? I mean, it's a commonly used thing, but I mean, if this was a real life situation, you would absolutely somewhat sympathize. You can't really fully sympathize with a murderer, but when you're trapped in a school and told that the only way out is committing murder. Welcome in, Uncle Fat. Yeah, like, when you're locked in a school and told the only way out is murder, and you're talking about you got a mom that you're trying to go see, and just, it's like, for whatever reason, like he just said, that people go crazy. They, all of a sudden, they feel justified in committing murder because they feel it's truly the only way to get out. Like, you think back to the first game, everybody was given a motive. Everyone was given a motive, and the motive was enough for one person to completely lose it. It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment. No, you can't! Jeez, out of my way already! There, now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business. Hold on a second. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least, good, but at least, yeah, the right hook of doom, exactly. But at least, he's done the right hook of doom multiple times at this point. I prepared a special punishment for Teru Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook. Alright, if I could just take a good guess of what it is. Most likely he's gonna put him in this big ginormous oven, and we're either gonna see him melt to bone or completely explode. Or he's gonna put him in a pot, and either way we'll see. I just feel like we're gonna see his skin melt off into bone. Not that I want to see that, but just knowing Monokuma, I just feel like it's coming. Call me chef! No, wait, that's not what I... Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura Diner and to my mama. He's not gonna tell him. If he tells him, I'll be shocked. We're not gonna find out till the end of this game, I feel like. Let's give it everything we got! It's punishment time! I didn't even have to read that. Yep, I knew it. You're not gonna give him an answer. Lies! I won't believe this! Gordon Ramsay's gonna beat the shit out of him. Imagine if Gordon Ramsay was the mastermind in this game. Oh, that would be insufferable. I won't believe it! Alright, here comes the giant pot or huge oven. Teru Teru has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh my gosh. What is this music? Alright, he's getting completely dragged away. Oh god, what is this? Okay, looks like I'm completely wrong. Or at least he'll cook him with those missiles. Good lord. Yeah, this is not cooking at all. This is, like, unnecessary. At least make it related to his skill. Actually, no, it looks like it is related. Like, he's, like, hitting him with a bunch of frying ingredients. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait. Oh, God, the pit of lava, of course. This is how he's gonna cook him. I said oven or pot. When I said huge oven or huge pot, I was not expecting volcano. My goodness. That's like the ultimate deep frying method. Just throw it in some lava. Phew, the adrenaline's rushing through me. Are you fucking serious? Why? Why did you do something so cruel? Huh? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it on a note. Makes whoever you badmouth read it to you in front of the class. That's never happened to me. When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder. You're the one who drove him to do it! It's so cruel. This is just too cruel. Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all. What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules. Huh? I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? He's keeping receipts over here. However, there's a catch. Don't tell me the catch is... figured it out yet. That's right, you guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school memories returned to you, right? And you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. Murder for your memories. Why didn't you tell Tetter about his mom or his diner? I mean, they're gonna take a step back and think it's a murder game. They want us to murder each other and therefore will lie to get us to do that. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't understand why they bother asking. He had a right to know. Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know. Hey! Hurry up and tell us! What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories? Oh yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began. Huh? You're gonna do it? But telling them is kind of... But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away. What? I mean, like, the one thing that I can think of is, like, they're all just kids, but still. Like, you should be sentient to at least understand that there's no loophole in this situation. That's not fair! Hang on a second. Thanks for the follow. Second. Okay. Of course, I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But, still not clear when that someday will actually be. I must excuse myself as well. There's something that I need to do. What? Huh? What the heck? That's not fair! They both ran away! Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all. Yeah. Tetter, you stupid. You're all stupid. An ending like this is just full of despair. Seriously tragic despair. And I swear, if he says despair and hope one more time, somebody just slap him. And still, at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best. You, why are you smiling? Hang on, so I'm gonna get some water. Alright. How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep? Hold on. I'm sad too, you know. No, you're not. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. Which is why you were planning a murder. You ultimate to inspire hope and your splendid talent. There's no way I could be happy when we've lost such a talented individual. Don't go saying creepy crap, I'll effing kill you! Please, kill me anytime. Oh, thanks for giving us... Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I'm already prepared myself to become your stepping stone. If absolute hope to be born from that, then my life is nothing special. You... How messed up are you? However, if you're gonna kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? No. Absolutely not. And nobody discussed to Byakuya that he was gonna end up dead. Why would we tell you if we planned to kill you? That's not the point of this. You don't get to prepare. Byakuya tried to prepare and he still couldn't. For you, they're absolutely not gonna let you prepare. You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. That's not as fun. That's not as fun for them. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? Really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope's Peak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talents, then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right? Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer. Maybe this is what his plan. Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live. Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding. Can I punch you? I just won't be satisfied till I punch you. Fine. Let's stop this already. It's just gonna be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him. Huh? Even Hajime hates me now? Dude, like I said at the beginning of the stream, everyone does. Stings. I thought you and I were quite similar. What is that? You hold a special feeling towards Hope's Peak Academy, just like me. Don't. I gotta make sure I say this right. Don't put me in the same category as you. But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, if it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves, too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is. Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do! Hold on! Please stop this at once! Nothing will come from fighting like this! There's something else that we must do.
Huh?
Something else? We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do. Which is... do our best. We must first leave here and get some rest. And then, we shall all work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again. That is peak delusion, unfortunately.
きっと
It is what I believe we must do right now. Mega Hitler for ableist people.
すみません
I'm sorry, if only I was better motivational speaker. Yeah, because that's not really motivating. Well, I wouldn't know. I have to look up a definition of ableism because I've heard that's one of those words I've heard it used plenty of times, but that when you say Mega Hitler for ableist people, I was wondering what you meant. What you miss? Well, you missed Teru Teru being executed. I predicted that he was gonna be cooked somehow, but I said either in a giant oven or a giant pot. Well, no, yeah, he is definitely an ableist. Didn't blow up a retirement home. But yeah, Teru Teru was not cooked in an oven or a pot, but in a volcano. Monokuma literally threw a bunch of frying powder on him and deep fried him in a volcano. Does anybody miss him? I mean, he tried to make you sympathize with him by saying that his mom was waiting for him, but I'm sorry, he was not likable at all. That guy was a creep. He was very disrespectful to the girls. No, that really touched my heart. You're totally right. We need to do what we need to do right now is do our best. Do your best to do what? And don't say survive, because again, eventually Monokuma's gonna get one of you again. He's gonna give you some motive that's gonna trigger one of you. If we do our best, it's definitely gonna pay off, right? For some of you. Like, no spoilers, but I'm assuming Hajime will survive. I unfortunately think Nagito's gonna survive. So some of you will survive, but unfortunately, most of you will die. There were 15 of you coming in, so probably around 10 of you are gonna end up dead.
はい
Oh, she just confirmed it. See, yes, that is right.
つーか
But what do we have to do? What do we have to work hard at? I do not know, but we must do our best.
まったくよ
Jeez, I don't get you at all. You're some kind of moron.
あのね
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to the feeling that you have to do your best.
Ne?
So, let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again. How are you gonna make sure of that? You can all tell yourselves that you're not gonna commit murder, but you're all stuck in this place. And Monokuma is gonna keep on coming up with motive after motive, and somebody's gonna falter. Somebody's gonna succumb to that motive.
でも
It's scary, but doing our best is the only option. There's no way I'm gonna do what Nagito said.
やってやろうじゃねえか
Alright. I don't know what you're all talking about, but let's do our best for now.
よかろう
Very well. Even if we're not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. What? The damn fiend. I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end. Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We kept using that phrase over and over again. Even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Okay, at least he knows. Well, he says they all knew. At least you all knew that much. Regardless, we still said it. And we continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial where Byakuya and Teru were sacrificed. And afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. And after experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. One second, I'm gonna look something up. I already know the answer to it, but let me just look something up. Oh wow, this game is actually pretty short. Still pretty much an equal amount of class trials, but yeah, the game's not too long. After not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky. Yeah, that's what I was like. What I was saying, like when this game, when I first started playing it, I was like, how on earth is he back? And what happened that he completely got fat? That's what I said. Like that first game must have really messed him up. As egotistical as he was in the first game, I mean, he did start to show signs of fear towards the end of that game, but. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, after he got out that school, it must have hit him right then and there. Like, the PTSD. The heavy. Because how do you come back like 100 times your original size? And there, just like before, there it was. The night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. This sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. What is happening? Isn't this...
誰かの視線?
Oh god, what the heck? Oh, now it's actually counting down. Alright, well that's the end of the first chapter, finally. That was a long chapter. No, we are down to 14 students remaining. So there were 16 of us. Okay, I think the president went to stay. I do not like the mechanic of this little digital pet thing. It is really pointless, but I gotta check on that thing.
直接的に言葉で言われなくたって僕らを取り巻く世界を見ればわかるよね。
I feel like I already know who's talking. I don't know whether not showing
テ
the
レビ
name.
やネットや新聞から垂れ流される希望あふれるメッセージがそう言ってるもん。
Wait, hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Alright.
勝てない人間も頑張らない人間も頑張っても勝てない人間も等しく無価値でクズなんだって。価値ある人間とそうでない人間って生まれた瞬間から明確に分かれているんだ。
I'm sorry guys, I know we're all tired of hearing this guy's voice.
ダメな人間がどれだけ努力したって価値のある人間にはなれっこない。努力が成功を生むなんてとんでもない誤解だよ。世界がそんなに簡単なわけないもん。小型犬がどんなに頑張ったところで大型犬にはなれないし、ペンギンがどんなに頑張ったところで空を飛べるようにはならないんだ。つまりダメな人間っていうのは何をやってもダメなんだよ。才能ある人間はなるもんじゃない。最初からそれだけの器を持って生まれてくるものなんだ。
Okay, that's not true at all.
そう、君たちのようにね。だからこそ
Maybe it's
僕
true
は
in their
み
world,
んなを
but
尊敬しているんだよ。あ、言っとくけどこれは憧れなんかとは違うからね。憧れって自分がそうなりたいと願う気持ちでしょ。僕のはそんなずうずうしい気持ちとは違うんだ。僕のはなんていうかもっと純粋で無償の愛みたいなもんなんだよ。だからさ、信用してほしいんだ。僕を殺すのは構わないけど、それなら僕にも協力させてほしい。
like, I'm sorry, that just it doesn't make sense. Like, it's not gonna be enjoyable for them if you know that they're trying to kill you.
犯人が生き残ろうとそれ以外のみんなが生き残ろうと僕はどちらでも構わないよ。僕はどちらにも頑張ってほしいだけなんだ。僕はその先にある絶対的な希望をこの目で見たいだけなんだ。うん、僕は本当についてるよ。希望と希望がぶつかり合って輝きを放つ瞬間に僕みたいな人間が立ち会えるなんて。だからお願い、僕にも協力させてよ。僕を殺すつもりならぜひその計画に参加させてほしいんだ。
There's a whole lot of yapping right now.
みんなが輝くために僕を踏み台にしてほしいんだ。いい具合に僕を殺してほしいんだよ。
Okay, thank you. Oh, shut up! Oh, and there's the punch. Alright, chapter 2, Sea and Punishment, Sin and Coconuts. Okay then, interesting name for a chapter. Byakuya and Teru Teru died just last night. An ordeal like that, it's so amazing how, but their two deaths happened at the same time. It feels like it's been days. An ordeal like that doesn't change the fact that I still get hungry. I learned this firsthand as I headed towards the hotel restaurant with Drilly's sullen footsteps. Hajime, you're already here. Good morning. Yo. Good morning. Just as I thought. The atmosphere in this restaurant is pretty gloomy. But after what happened yesterday, that's to be expected. And Byakuya, who appointed himself our leader, was killed, and the person who killed him was our friend. And that friend was also killed right in front of us. It's a disturbing picture. And after experiencing something like that, it's impossible not to feel sad. Uh-huh, you guys don't look so good. Your faces all look like you just attended 2 funerals in a row. Because they did. I guess some people don't feel so sad. That's like what happened. Byakuya and Teru Teru got killed. I'm not talking to you, you ugly bitch. Huh? Why are you always so mean to me?
でも
Still, I understand about Mr. Hamhands, but is there even a reason for us to be sad about Teru Teru's death?
おいおい
The heck do you mean?
どうして
He was crazy. He killed someone. He totally deserved to die.
おい
I understand how you feel, but you're going too far.
あれれ
Huh? Is it alright to defend the killer? Are you trying to justify murder?
いや
No, that was not my intention, but then you gotta hate him more than ever. You gotta hate him from the bottom of your heart. He's a stupid piece of trash bastard who committed the lowest crime possible. He deserved to get killed. In fact, I'm rather relieved he was executed. If I could have, I would have totally spat on him too.
うーん
まったくもう
Hey, what gives? Does a pea brain like you have something to complain about?
そうじゃなくてよ
Hell, it's not about that, but
うんうん
something smells, don't you think? Whenever she does that, I mean, she's smelling something. Again?
まさか
Don't tell me. It better not be another dead body.
うーん
Nah, it's not the smell of blood this time. It just smells really bad. It smells bad?
と
It's kind of like how a bar or a nightclub smells after closing time, you see?
いやいやいや
I don't know those smells. You must have had a pretty rough life.
そういえば
Now that you mention it, I do smell something. It's like a sewer or rotting garbage.
わかった
I know what it is. Nakamura's breath probably stinks. Ha! You got me there. Didn't say anything remotely funny just now.
うーん
No, it's not Nekomaru. This smell is coming from you, Hyoko. Oh. Huh? Well, it's true. Hyoko, you reek.
俺に
Ch,
何
A
を
rotten
した
smell stings my eyes. As if a demonic eclipse is about to commence.
おや
And
お
now
や
she's crying. She's crying?
ちょっと
I've said it before, but you guys are really insensitive.
ギリだな
No, it actually doesn't smell that bad. I mean, as long as I breathe with my mouth.
つうかさ
Are you even taking baths? No? Well, there you go. You haven't bathed? I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
ね
Hey, Yoko, you don't have to cry so much. I'll tie your sash for you, okay? You really? I can only tie a simple knot, but if that's okay with you, I could teach you. I love you, Mahiru. I'll give you a kiss. See how her personality just completely changes? Hey, Hyoko, you don't have to hug me.
逃れられんようだな
She appears to have taken a liking to you.
ペロリン
Welcome to the world of girl love. It's slippery when wet. Why does she have to say that line? The air's suddenly not so tense anymore. Well, I guess it's better than being down forever. If I was all by myself, I probably wouldn't have been able to put my feelings aside and move on like this. I guess I had these guys to thank.
あの
Anyway, what happened to Fuyuhiko and Nagito? It seems they're both not here. Now that you mention it, you're right. I saw Fuyuhiko earlier near the hotel. I invited him to breakfast, but he declined. Well, that's just Fuyuhiko being Fuyuhiko, but
はあ
who cares about Nagito? He is cursed, a child who summons misfortune, so to speak. Well, that may be, but just let you know, I don't know anything. Without hesitation, I don't know anything about Nagito at all. Okay, well now you just sound like you know absolutely something.
そうだ
He's right, forget him. Let's just forget about that creep already.
あれれ
They're obviously acting suspicious, aren't they? I'm not suspicious.
ありえん
That's right. I'm not suspicious. Guys, what on earth happened to Nagito?
どうしたの
What's that? Did someone get kidnapped or something? God. You came just at the right time.
Hmm?
At the right time? No, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but you must have yearned for me. Your outlook on life has changed into my cuteness. So your body can't stand to live without me, huh? I can't help myself, you know? My body reacts to Monokuma on its own. Something like that? Who cares about that? Just hurry up and tell us why you're here.
実は
To be honest, I'm searching too. My valued servant has disappeared. So Monami, Nagito, and Fuyuhiko are all not here. Servant?
なんてこった
Wait, I said Monami, right? Monami, Fuyuhiko, and... You know, my Mono Beasts. Oh, no, we're not even talking about her. One of them just disappeared. Huh? One of the Mono Beasts disappeared? Maybe I cut back on the cost of their food too much. Perhaps they're boycotting me.
あえて言おう。
But that guy is the weakest of the League of Four. How shameful for a Mono Beast to lose to a mere human. That's what you want to say, right? Huh?
真羅万象
Though this is merely the
世界の
prelude,
ことごとくを
the climax will occur soon after.
地獄の豪
Now
華
then,
に焼かれ
let me hear your scream. I shall make such sweet music for you. What?
はいはい
Hey, Gundam, you should stop playing with that stuffed animal.
僕の
Still being called a stuffed animal. Oh well. Looks like you guys don't know anything about my Mono Beast either. It's a waste of time for me to worry about it. I don't want to go bald from worrying too much. A wise cat thought once said, our eyes are on the front so we can keep moving forward. As Monokuma said those familiar sounding words to us, once again he disappeared.
まさか
Hey, what do you think he meant just now? He said something about a Mono Beast disappearing.
うーん
The only possibility I can think of is, were you in the middle of something? If so, I could just come back later. Okay, so she's not missing at all. I'm trying to read the name of the soundtrack. Miss Monomi's practice. Okay. Practice lesson. And then leave. Yeah, at least ask me to leave kindly.
ねえね
Before you leave, I want to ask you something. Did you have anything to do with the disappearing of Mono Beasts? Yes, that's right. Ta-da! I'm the one who defeated that Mono Beast. You did?
マジかよ
Defeating a monster like that? How the hell did someone like you pull that off? I'll talk about that in more detail in a different mode. Anyway, I've released the bridge gate for you all. Oh, that's right.
えねえね
If the gates open, that means we can go to the new island across the bridge, right? Is that true? Ahem, that's totally right. Now that you all can go to the more areas, let's all get along and live a fun life together for sure this time.
えラブラブその
Living together on this island isn't what's important. We need to find a way to escape.
もう
Of course, escaping from this island is our main goal.
あれれ
Huh? Nobody wants to live in a swashbuckling Hollywood-type action film. I want to live a life where I can be more average. A life where nothing happens. That's better for me.
よっしゃ
Alright. If you find anything that could be salvaged for boat parts, let me know immediately.
ピート
Seems that everyone's united on a path that's different from what I had planned.
そう始めようか
And let's disperse. The time has come to release the cursed seal.
おっしゃ
Alright, let's find a way to leave this island. Sorry if I'm peeking. That is impossible. Leaving the island is no longer possible. What? No longer possible? Hey, what is that? And she just leaves. Huh.
おいおい
Hey, Hajime, just leave that thing alone already. Alright, hang on a second, guys. Alright. After all, she's the same as Morikuma. It's better if you don't get that close to her. You're right. It seems everyone's attention is shifted towards exploring the new island. Expecting to find something that'll help us escape this situation, everyone filed out of the restaurant. Alright, I'm doing the same. Goodbye. We are going to explore this new island. If I can get there. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, wait. That despair meter. Oops. That despair meter is so high. Let me see if I can just get this thing a present. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, I don't have anything else. Okay. Alright, anyway. Going past the hotels. I mean, we were just there. I should go back there at some point so I can get some more items. Is there a way to get there faster? I guess not. Alright. Keep running. That's the central island. I just went all the way back around this crap. How do I get... There we go. Alright, second island. Unlocked. Here we go. She's right. The mono beast that was blocking this bridge is gone. Plus, the gate that was blocking the bridge is now opened. I guess Monomi was right after all. What lies beyond this bridge? Alright. I guess I should find out.
ここが新
Oh
しい
my
島か。
goodness.
ホテルがあった最初の島とはなんか雰囲気が違うみたいだ。
Well, now's not the time for me to make carefree observations. There might be a clue here that tells us how to leave this island. I need to find it. You're too late! The seal has already been broken! Seal? Is he talking about the bridge? Whatever, it's not like I really care. Man, what is this place? It's a diner? They got a whole diner up here. Sheesh, man, look at this place. The signboard says diner. I guess I should try going inside. Huh? That looks like...
Huh?
Oh, it's you. So I guess you made it over here before us. trying to eat right now. Go away, dumbass. Fiyu suddenly started yelling at me as he held a hamburger in one hand. Wait. Hold on. Why is he here? He wasn't at the restaurant. Why does he know about the new island? Hey, why are you here? And how'd you find out we can go to this island? Are you a monkey or something? Do you not understand human language? I told you to leave me alone when I'm eating. An annoying person went out of their way to tell me. Annoying person? Then I found this place and now I'm eating here because I'm hungry. Mystery solved. You happy now? Get the hell out of here and go somewhere else. About that annoying person. Huh? Mind your own business. It's got nothing to do with you. Actually, it does have to do with me. You see, I'm telling you, Hajime is way more blunt. I don't know what you're thinking, but we're all in this situation together. You're not the only one stuck on this island. We all have to work together. You should know that by now too, so... Why are you avoiding us? I'm not avoiding you bastards. I just decided not to rely on anyone. Not to rely on anyone? That includes the Kuzuryu clan. I can still survive without relying on them. Huh? Are you actually? Don't get it twisted. I'm a Yakuza by blood. Not like I don't want to head the family business someday. I just want to prove I earned it. Prove I can tough it on my own without relying on my clan. Plus, even if I fail, the clan will still be around. My little sister would be happy to lead it. You got a little sister? Oh, you have a little sister? Shut up! Why'd you let me bring that up anyway? You brought that up yourself. Anyway, I don't intend to spend any time with you guys. Nothing good can come of it. Nothing good can come of it? Isn't it obvious? In this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teru approve of that. Plus, be frustrating to be held back by a faction when it's my turn to kill. You're still saying that? Of course. I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. Even if you don't actually mean that, you're awful just for saying it. You're the one who spoke to me without my permission, so don't get pissed at me. If you're so upset, you don't have to stick around. Fuck off. What the hell? It was stupid of me to talk to a guy like him. It seriously does feel like that. It's a waste of time talking to him. Chandler Beach. Jesus, I just started searching and now we're already hearing screams? A scream? That voice just now. Wasn't that Ibuki? I'm glad you could tell just from the sound of it. Wait, where am I going? That scream came from behind the building. Ibuki, there's better be something important. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Ibuki, are you alright? What happened? This is bad. I'm panicking so much I don't even have the time to space my words. What's going on? The killing started again. Huh? Look over there. I glanced over to the beach where Ibuki was pointing her finger. There's no way something's already happened again. There is no way. I haven't even had a chance to investigate anything else on this island yet. What on earth are you guys doing?
スピードはまずまずのようだがぬるいぞ。一撃一撃が軽すぎる。
Like, I knew this was nothing. But seriously, what are they doing? Like they're just randomly combating? What the heck is this?
お前さんは筋力の使い方がなっとらん。
Just training?
せっかくのドエレ全身のバネが泣いておるぞ。
うっせえよ。勝ちゃいいんだろ。勝ちゃよ。
勝つじゃと。お前さんがこのわしにか。ドエレ肩払いたいぞ。
Had enough? Have you learned your lesson? He's done it! Nakamoto Nida's ultimate move, Super Body Blow. That's the name of the... That's instant death! If she's lucky, she'll live another 5 minutes at best!
まったく。
Akane, at your current power level, you cannot even defeat a mere team manager. Well, what are you why are you guys fighting? Huh, this isn't a fight. It's a one-sided beatdown. That's even worse. The rules for the school trip clearly state excessive violence is prohibited.
トレーニングじゃ。
What violence? This is not a real fight, we're training. Come on now, I said that already. But it looked like a real fight. Huh. I'm just a team manager. There's no way I'd be able to fight for real. You just were.
トレーニングじゃ。
I mean, I know it was training, but still. We both agreed to this training session. I'm not violating any rules at all. Even so, why this sudden interest in training? I gotta admit it. She's alive?
バカ者が。
She's not a weakling who get killed by a weak blow like that. He looked pretty strong, so I couldn't help but get excited. I thought sparring would help me burn off some of this energy, but I lost. More importantly, there's a lot of strong dudes in this world, huh? What a bunch of battle-loving troublemakers.
なるほどね。
Akane, it seems you're the type who learns through actions rather than words. So I shall give you just one piece of advice. How you use your body and muscles, your positioning and your timing, it's all half-assed. You're not utilizing your ultimate gymnast talent well at all.
これじゃ。
Basics! Make sure you understand the basics. You'll always be second-rate if you just rely on instinct.
てめえ。
Hammett, shut up.
んじゃ。
If you understand what I just said, come see me. When that time comes, I will fight you once again.
忘れんじゃねえぞ。
Heh. Better not forget what you just said. My desire to win's pretty crazy.
本気出す
I
ぞ。
won't give up until I beat you. With wobbling steps, Akane left the beach.
だがな。
However, if she fought that fiercely with just her own style, how ominous. My hands are still numb.
きっとあの子まだ
That
ま
girl.
だ強くなるね
She's probably gonna get even stronger.
あ
Yeah, you're probably
あ。
right.
そうじゃろうな。
What kind of conversation is this? Alright, anyway. Alright, I can't. Better if I check that building too. Okay, never mind. Alright, what's inside this beach house? I thought this was a beach house since it's near the edge of the beach, but it looks pretty luxurious. I guess it's a celebrity-style beach house. Yeah, my goodness, look at this place. There's a lot of drinks here, like water and coffee. But most of these drinks have colored dyes that might be bad for your health. Can we drink these for free? Probably not. Looks like this is the closet. Inside is... looks like a small storage room. It's almost like a walk-in closet. There are surfboards arranged on the shelf, but I'm not into surfing, so it doesn't really matter to me. This door leads to the road by the tunnel. I guess for now I should look around here more. Shower room. Looks like this is the shower room. There's a notice on the door. Judging from the illustration, it looks like it's been repaired or under construction, something like that. Yeah, I was trying to read it, but I couldn't see what it was saying.
Yeah.
Hey, doesn't this feel awesome? Like a celebrity's pad or something. The shower's out of order, but the ambience is nice. And the fridge is stocked with loads of drinks. Heh. Plus, the beach outside feels private. It's awesome. Compared to urban seas that are full of trash and debris, this place is completely different. We're the only ones on this island anyway, so anywhere we go is a private beach.
Oi, oi.
Hey, don't shatter my dreams like that.
So.
More importantly, why don't we splash around at this private beach? Awesome. Totally awesome. Splashing around at such a gorgeous beach is really the best. He's his usual happy-go-lucky self. Well, I guess that's one of his good qualities.
Sonya-san!
Oh my gosh. I wonder if Miss Sonya would come too. I want to see Miss Sonya in a bikini. Yeah, he's another one who's just completely perverted. You cannot! Whoa! She's here? Why not? Are you trying to interfere with my love affair with Miss Sonya? Changing in the beach house is prohibited. It'd be bad if shameful peeking occurred. Ah, so you mean changing here isn't allowed? Not going to the beach itself.
Huh?
I'll just have to come here after changing. Never gonna give her up. I might let her down though. Anyway, breaking the rules is not allowed. Also, playing is fine, but please focus on your studies too. Studies? Well, where? Where's the rule breaker? I'll beat the crap out of them. No questions asked. Well, where did you get the assault rifle from? Yeah, he's here. You, what are you holding? A machine gun, obviously. Rule breakers will be shot to death. That's just common sense.
Yeah.
It's common sense. Where? It's not like we're under a military dictatorship. I want to shoot something. I know I'm not allowed to, but I really want to shoot something right now. Control yourself. I have iron willpower, so I'll endure it, no matter the cost, until the day someone breaks the rules. As you can see, it's very dangerous, so please refrain from changing at the beach house. Wow, that was totally bizarre. Man, they're annoying. Yeah, I feel very tired all of a sudden. Which reminds me, when we mentioned Nagito at the restaurant, Kaz looked pretty unsettled about something. I guess I should ask him about that. I had something to ask you.
Huh?
What? It's about Nagito. I haven't seen that guy all day. You know where he is?
Yeah.
I don't know, seriously, don't ask me. Who cares about that crazy-ass bastard? We need to search this island first and foremost. There might be a way to escape.
めんどくせえ.
So let's just end all the annoying talk right here. That's it, all done. He ended the conversation very forcibly, just as I thought. He's definitely hiding something. Alright, we're on the beach. Oh, that's right, we were here already. Nope, sorry. Can't travel anywhere. Alright. Back at the diner. Back to the second island so we can explore the other places. Man, look at this place, a pharmacy. Of course she's in here. Well, why does it look so futuristic in here? These shelves are crammed with a lot of stuff that looks like medicine. Unlike the medicines I'm used to seeing, these ones look way more potent. Oh my gosh, what is wrong now? What's with you?
その
I'm sorry, I got so excited I started shouting. I was so happy that someone talked to me. Before, people either hated me or were grossed out by me. Those are such sad choices. More importantly, is this a drugstore? It looks pretty spacious. But it looks like there's no one here either.
ですね
With all these medical supplies, I'm pretty sure we can handle most illnesses or injuries. If you don't feel well, let me know. I'll give you lots of shots. Oh, not lots, but lots and lots of shots. Oh, okay, no. You can stay away from me then. It sounds dangerous. When it comes to shots, I should definitely decline. Hang on a second. Alright, we'll continue our searching or exploring. In the library, man, look at this place. Wow, that's an impressive amount of books. It looks amazing in here. It's probably a library, but nevertheless, it looks pretty overwhelming. The bronze statue of Usami, before she got redesigned. Looks like it broke when it got dropped. Getting treated like a nuisance even as a statue, that's pretty sad. Well, you know, Monokuma had to replace him with himself. This is the bronze statue of Monokuma. Looks so arrogant. What lame taste. Okay. I gotta make sure I find those things. What language are these books written in? French? Italian? I don't even know. Such an interesting description. What are you reading? Are those political books or maybe some kind of philosophy? The newest issue of a cult magazine. It breaks the lid off underground mysteries and the wonders of the world. That's quite a surprise.
違いますよ
It is not like I read it often. I'm just reading it because it has a special article about serial killers. Not a good excuse at all.
ですが
It seems this writer has very good taste. I mean, even Genocide Jack is mentioned in the article. Genocide Jack. Here we go again. Alright, I'm sorry I keep on pausing, but hang on a second, guys. Alright. I'm surprised Genocide Jack is even mentioned in this game again. That Genocide Jack or whatever, I feel like I've heard about her before.
イケイケですね。
Genocide Jack is an alleged Japanese serial killer who has a reputation even among casual internet users. She's very popular among youths and is known for writing messages in blood at the scene of the crime. Apparently, she's a high school or middle school student who wears a sailor uniform. Be careful, Hajime. Do you know how many high school and middle school girls wear sailor uniforms these days?
ほら、
Ah, this one is a particular favorite of mine. Sparkling justice is a regular subject of these kinds of exclusive articles. I shall explain it to you just in case. Why the music changed? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who calls themselves the Ally of Justice. That already sounds completely like something Nagito would be.
それにそれに。
Wearing a wide variety of hero masks, Sparkling Justice is a delightful serial killer who only kills criminals. You're still killing. Sonya, calm
す
down.
ごいです。
Thanks to the mask Sparkling Justice wears, nobody knows their real age or gender. She sounds way too excited about serial killers. That is highly suspicious. After all, it is essential that serial killers be mysterious. What an expert, yes.
おい、
Hey, you two. I've been listening in for a while now, but why are you talking about mere murderers with such enthusiasm? I haven't done any talking.
お待ちください。
Please hold on. It is a mistake to refer to these people as mere murderers.
ほら、
Coming in contact with a value system that differs from your own is a very important matter. Serial killers, their value system is very different than the norm. What a marvelous existence. I'm totes intrigued. Is this kind of like a young lady crushing on a total bad boy type of situation? Regardless, it's clearly different from a princess who's obsessed with serial killers. I agree that serial killers have different values than normal people, but why does that make them marvelous? Sonya's values might be a little different compared to our own. Well, she's a princess after all. I know I said that I was gonna stream for a while, but... I mean, we'll for sure at least reach the 2-hour mark for absolute sure. But... you know, like, we're at the, especially because we're at the part of the game where it's, like, free roaming. It's, less interesting, but still, I want to at least try to explore as much of this as possible. I'm a little surprised. Like, I know I said I was gonna stream for a while, but it's probably not gonna be that long. I never expected to find such a splendid facility. It rivals even my homeland's National Library. But isn't it strange? I mean, does a resort really need a library like this? That is very true, and just as expected, nobody's here either. You're right. The fact that we're the only humans around here is even more strange. Ta-da! One of me's here. I'm reading a book. Since you've come here, would you like me to explain this library to you? I see. It's clear from your face I'm a nuisance. Since I was more energetic than usual, I feel even emptier now. And what about your explanation? Well, you're all basically students, right? I was thinking you needed a place where you can do homework. So I have prepared this library. Prepared? You? Everyone can get along and study together. It's a student's duty to study. Don't act like a teacher. I am a teacher! You're even more confusing than Monokuma. So what's your real identity? What's your purpose? Real identity? Now that's just silly. Goodbye. Running away as soon as things get inconvenient, that's even more suspicious. I cannot believe that she's the one who prepared this grand facility. She's probably lying. According to this island's guidebook, many of their guests are wealthy and stay for weeks at a time. These are all probably things that they donated. Hold on. Did you just say this island's guidebook? I found it in this library. Would you like to take a look? What language is this? I have no clue. English? Then I shall read it on your behalf. You can read it, Sonia? I'm fluent in 30 different languages. It is a requirement for members of the royal family. 30 different languages. Does the royal family have a limit? Jabberwock Island is a small island in the Pacific Ocean known for being a paradise of eternal summer. Yeah, I gotta remember, they're Japanese. They don't speak English. Except for, apparently, Sonia. That is what it says. This is exactly what Byakuya told us before. Jabberwock Island consists of a small central island surrounded by 5 other islands. The outer islands were developed as resorts, while the current island houses a large administrative building. Huh? That is strange. I mean, the central island of Jabberwock Island... there was no sign of any buildings at all. The only things that were Monokuma Rock and the park. Also, according to this guidebook, it says that there's a bronze statue in the lobby of the building. That building, which symbolizes the island. Isn't that where he put his ticking time bomb? Are you talking about that bronze statue that turned into a mono beast? But that statue was in the middle of a park, not in the lobby of some building.
お待ちください。
That is not all. There's another description that strikes me as strange. According to this guidebook, the only way to travel between the 5 islands is by boat. Huh? While some people wanted bridges, critics worried about their effects on the environment, so none were built. What does that mean? What are we using to move between the islands? There's a possibility that this place is an artificial island like Palm Jumeirah. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Or Jumeirah. Palm Jumeirah. Artificial island? You can see how that's pronounced. Jumeirah, okay. The Palm Jumeirah is a huge artificial island and a tourist site located in the Persian Gulf. And similarly, this island might be an artificial island designed to look like Jabberwock Island.
まさか
That especially might be why we're the only ones on this island.
なんて
Well, something like that would be impossible anyway. No island of this size would be completely artificial. This guidebook must be old too. It contradicts everything about the island's current situation. My, you're very intuitive to assume this is an artificial island. Now you're here? However, those guys are the only ones who could do something on such a massive scale. Those guys? The hint is, you know, the enormous organization you guys were talking about before? It's true that those guys totally deserve to be called a horrible group of people. Who were you talking about? Oops, that was a slip of the tongue. I should excuse myself before it leaks into the internet. Sorry, I dropped my remote. Hold on a second. Turn the... How do I turn the auto back off? There we go. But before my voice could reach him, Monokuma disappeared as usual. And my remote was slipping out of my hands, and I didn't catch it.
まさか
And could it be this island is completely artificial? There's no way that's true. There's no way. That guidebook is probably just old.
ですよね
You are right. That's right. That's obviously what it is. He's just saying strange things to confuse us. But how would this not be an artificial island? It's clearly made, inspired by a real island. And everything that's here... It's like, it's weird why it would even be here. Like, it's supposed to be a beach resort. But yet there's an airport, there's a pharmacy, that's not too bad, but there's a diner, there's a library. And damn it, there's no way I'll fall for that.
日向くん
Hajime. Oh, it's you, Chiaki, what happened?
あのね
I'm letting everyone else know too, but can you come to the ancient ruins on this island right away? You can, right? Right away, okay? Hurry up! Based on her pushy tone, she might have found some kind of clue. Guess she should head over to the ancient ruins. Like, why is there an ancient ruins on here?
Huh?
What the heck is this? Such a gigantic building.
ですが
However, it's clearly faded. It looks like an ancient ruin. I mean, we did just say that.
いや
It seems perhaps this is an actual ancient ruin.
なんなの
How should I say this? Don't you think this building resembles a skull? Skull? It resembles a little bit of Hope's Peak, yeah. Now that you mention it, I need to charge my phone. I don't know how, but I do see what she means. Hang on. No, I'm getting like very tired, which is why I was talking about going back on when I said it's gonna be a long stream. It's been a couple hours already, but I am tired. Yep, I know it. And everything on this island is gonna resemble something. There might be a resemblance to Hope's Peak Academy. Well, there's a lot of similar looking buildings. It's just a coincidence that this ruin looks similar. It's a coincidence, right? You found something, right, Chucky? What did you find?
Oi, Kora.
I'll freaking cut you if this is a waste of time. I didn't know you were also here. That bitch over there kept bugging me, so I finally came. Did you maybe find a way to get off this island? Nope, nothing like that. Aw, then who cares? Should have played in the bath with Mayu more.
Oh.
Then what in the world did you find? Chiaki found something. I wonder what it is. She's not gonna say it. Okay. Oops. I found a save point. That's what I can do. There's a door. What is this? Ancient ruins? There's a strange ambience to it. I should listen to what Chiaki has to say first. Hey, Chiaki, what did you find? If it's not a way off this island, does it have something to do with this island's secret? About that, I don't know.
Oi.
What do you mean you don't know? It's like it doesn't belong with a building like this. I keep thinking about it and it feels unnatural. It's like a comic book originally about baseball becoming a side-scrolling action game. It's unnatural like that. It's a little hard to understand. Look, that door over there. Door? Oops. It's hard to make out from all the dust, but this is a door you mean, right?
そうだよ。
Yeah, it looks like that's the door to the ruin.
ね
So what's wrong with this door? Can you go inside?
え、
Before we attempt to go inside, let's try brushing out some of this dust and clearing some of these roots off from the ground, from off the floor. Hang on. If you do, I'm pretty sure you'll understand what I mean by unnatural.
とりあえずよ
I don't really understand, but I guess we should try what she says. You're right. Just as Chiaki said, we brushed out the dust and cleared the roots that were stuck to the door. And then... Okay, this very much resembles Hope's Peak. This is the way out. This is the exit. What is this door? Doesn't feel like it belongs in an ancient ruin.
なんなの
It's like a door from a sci-fi movie, don't you think? Definitely doesn't fit with an ancient ruin. This is the door that leads to off the island. If it is anything like the first game, the door that looked like this led to outside the school. And what is the symbol on the door?
Huh?
Looks like it's Japanese. You're totally right. I'm sorry if it's just my misunderstanding. To me, it looks like it says Mirai or future. Future? Hey! Who cares about a symbol on the door? More importantly, how do you open it? What's inside?
ね
Looks like there's a liquid crystal display next to the door. Could the two be related?
Oh.
Oh, right. That must be the key to open the door. You probably set to open when you type the password.
はいはい
You're acting all high and mighty, so what's next? It's obviously impossible to put in the password without any hints.
クスクス
Ah, are you saying a normal person can't do it but a Yakuza can? That's hilarious. Shut up. If you just type whatever, we might just get it right.
待った
I think we should wait. Doesn't that seem dangerous? Huh? What do you mean dangerous?
ほら
Cause that thing next to the panel doesn't it look like a gun? In fact, that's totally a gun. Gun. Huh? That's a gun?
だからさ
If it is, it's probably very dangerous. The minute you try to start pushing buttons, that thing is going to turn you to a pile. It's possible you might get shot if you mess up the password, right? Damn it. It can't be helped. Looks like it's better if we don't mess with it for now.
クスクス
He's totally freaked out. Shut the hell up! You do it then!
うーん
But still, a building that looks like an ancient ruins with a different door that looks like it's from a sci-fi film. It's definitely unnatural. This is probably an important place. Absolutely it is. Important place, huh? Problem is, how's it important? Now they're both here.
黙秘か
You're both quiet?
殴るぞ
You guys know about this building too, right? Just be honest with us.
ごめんなさい
No, I have no idea at all. I don't know either. That is impossible. But alright guys, yeah, unfortunately I'm getting incredibly tired. So I was hoping that this stream could go into the 3-hour mark, but I'll just save that for when the investigations and class trials happen. Those streams have to be longer. Like, those streams cannot be short. But I will end the stream here and continue on next week. Koga will be back to streaming next week, since he didn't stream this week. But I'll be here too, because I need to continue getting through this game. But yes, thank you all for watching. Have a great night.